So this is going to be obvious to anybody involved with food safety, anybody who's ever been on a plant floor, but it's not just your audits, but your also customers are getting audited on everything that you do as well. And I was talking to the folks at your booth, and they said that you have a system where you keep all that information available at any time. What's that called?
Yeah, it's EQMS 2.0. It's our electronic quality management system. 2.0 is because it's our new iteration of it. We've been working with a quality management system for over a decade now. This new iteration is what I like to refer to as the central platform for standardized data that we need to take it to the next level. It is app-based. It's real-time, authentic data, full transparency to our customer base. Our customers see it in real time. Our leadership team can see it remotely, so we can surveil our performance. And again, it's another one of those feedback loops. So, again, for me, coming from the regulatory background, if it looks pencil whipped, it probably is. Right. And that's something we're trying to separate ourselves from the pack. Full transparency, real time, authentic data. It's where the rubber meets the road for us. And again, we don't just clean your plant. We're part of your regulatory program. And authentic data is critical in the relationship. So, take that very seriously. And we hadn't talked about this before, but I'm going to try another question on you is, so you have this data and it's a feedback loop. It's for regular improvement. Can you give me an example of a situation where you were working with a plant and you found certain things, but being able to have this data allowed you to change what you were doing or make some actionable some actions for your customer that their customer was able to change what they were doing? Give me an example of how some of the improvement works. Sure. Yeah. And that platform allows us to track a lot of different aspects. I mean, we do pre-op inspections on there, titrations, shift handovers. Again, it's actually an opportunity to keep ourselves accountable, the customer. At the end of the day, I mean, we do a service, but it is a partnership, and it does require inputs. There's minimum inputs we need to do a good job. Hot water is one of them. Water pressure is another one, right? Safety from a lockout perspective, we have to be able to secure the energy and whatnot. So we've had those sort of inputs where we've been able to go to a customer and say, we came out to the floor and the lockout switch was broken and we weren't able to safely clean it, but we took these actions. And it's an instant feedback loop. When the maintenance man gets on the floor first thing in the morning, he knows, go to that machine and fix the switch, or give us another means of securing the safety of that machine. So it's a collaborative system as well. And we talked about audit findings and other types of ways of improvement. Anything else with an audit that's come up that, let's say, as opposed to something you saw when you're on the floor, but in an audit or when you're working back and forth with your customers, ways you've been able to mutually make improvements? Yeah, absolutely. And again, I think the beauty of the system is that it gives us the ability to look at history too. So the idea is to be proactive and prevent things from happening. But in the element, if there's something we missed and it is cited on an audit, it does give us the ability to have visibility to it. The system will allow us to create actions. So if there is a finding, it will create an action and it can assign it to individuals internally and externally. So both customer facing and EcoWise facing, to drive sort of that collaboration. Let's fix this together. Yeah, it's easier for everybody on the team to see their grades as well too, and absolutely and compete against it. I've heard a lot of stories where people say that with those tests, and particularly like you say, swabs at the end of a shift, people start to compete to see if they can do better than yesterday or do better at all times. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. A little healthy tension, a little competition's a good thing in an organization. Yeah, that's absolutely. Right. Especially, especially in something as critical as this, you want to. Yes. Yeah, like I said, the margin of error is really narrow with what we do. But yeah, we sort of thrive in that environment. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.